This country is founded on the principle of the rule of law. And good men and women have fought and died and continue to fight and die to secure that principle, and you spit all over it. You should all be grateful for the same rule of law, because if it was up to me, I would send the lot of you to prison for the next 20 years. You disgust me. Now get the hell out of my courtroom. We are adjourned.
Well, that's a first for me. Going from defense counsel to defendant in one fell swoop.
Yeah, I'll save a bunk in the cell for you. Stay away from my son, Jason. Dante followed his conscience, and we should be proud of him.
Not a lot of people are going to feel the same way, and we need to support him.
Very glad he has you in his corner, hon.
Ask for your personal belongings, and I'll get you through photographs, booking, and fingerprinting, okay? And we'll get you to a cell.
Sucks being flight risk.
Yeah, it's only till Friday. I'll make sure they don't put you in with anyone else.
So why'd you turn me in? You afraid Dad would go free and no one would pay for killing Claudia?
Well, the short version is the truth had to come out. You did kill someone, whether or not it was an accident.
So, you were just doing your job.
Actually, Michael, I was doing it for you, too. Your whole life, Sonny, has taught you that the law doesn't mean anything. You can do whatever you want and get away with it. Even if people die in the process, that's not acceptable.
I never said it was.
I know. It's because you got a conscience, Michael. I mean, that's why your guilt was eating away at you. You don't have to live with that hanging over your head.
What if the judge doesn't buy that I accidentally killed Claudia? What if he sends me to prison?
It's not gonna happen. You're not going to prison. Okay, you were a minor when you killed Claudia, and you have brain damage. You're gonna get a suspended sentence and mandatory therapy, and then you get a chance of building a better life.
Carly, what? Do you still think this was good for Michael? Do you?
I'm sorry that Michael is in jail.
You're sorry. You're sorry that he was walked out of the courtroom in handcuffs, huh? Thank you. Thanks for that. I mean, thanks for that heartfelt sympathy. And I need you to do me a favor, okay? Tonight, when you're getting horizontal with your heroic Dante, make sure you look him in the eye and you see my son sitting in his cell.
Stop.
Stop what? Stop. Why? Am I being too harsh? Am I not nice enough? Am I not understanding? I mean, I get you're in love, and hell, you're standing by your man, but you did it to my son.
Why are you blaming Lulu for a situation you created? You stole Michael from the Quartermains. You gave him to Sonny. You have nobody but yourself to blame for all this misery.
Tracy, I don't need you to fight my battles.
I'm just stating facts. Why don't you go home and take care of your kid instead of ripping into Lulu?
Lulu and her twisted priorities are the reason why Michael's in lockup. You should have called me the second Dante brought Michael home.
It's a little late for that. Michael's had a lifetime of damage. Comes with the territory, I guess, when your father is a mob kingpin. You are the one that chose to marry Sonny. You are the one that chose to allow him to adopt Michael. What the hell did you think? He was gonna grow up a choir boy?
I expected Lulu to care more about Michael than her boyfriend, the cop.
Don't misunderstand me. I have no use for Dante. My fear is he's gonna be just as manipulative and a liar like his father. But Lulu chose loyalty to the man she loves. And given the hell you have unleashed in the name of loyalty to Sonny Corinthos, you have no right to criticize.
I wonder. I mean, I really wonder if Lulu sided with Dante and Dante busted Luke. I mean, really busted Luke. Would you be so quick to defend her?
I'll see about having your son brought in.
Thank you. I want to see my son.
I know you must hate me right now. I can't even imagine what my mother would be going through if it was me.
You can skip the me and Ma stories because you have no idea what I'm feeling. You're not a parent, you're a liar, and you're vindictive.
I know you don't see it, but I'm doing what's best for Michael.
How's it best for Michael to be sitting in jail because he was trying to protect his mother and his little sister? How is that good for Michael?
If Sonny had gotten away with the cover-up, he would have been sucked further into the mob.
Who the hell are you to make that pronouncement? Do you have some God-given ability to see the future?
Michael wants to follow in his father's footsteps. Okay, this would have been the ultimate seal of approval. Operate outside the line, get away with anything you want, up to and including...
Sonny would never allow Michael in the mob.
He couldn't have stopped it. Think it out, Carly. I mean, for just 1 second, just try, and then put your protective motherly instincts aside and imagine Michael's future. He keeps living with this burden of this secret. He sees that life in the mob pays off, and somehow he gets in there. He trades his education and career opportunities for a life of crime, and then you know what happens next? He trusts the wrong people and maybe winds up dead.
He could die in prison, Dante.
He's not going to do any prison time. As lousy as this seems, when all is said and done, and his community service and counseling is behind him, he will be better off.
I want to see my son. Are you okay?
I'm fine.
You can go. You know, I don't have a file or anything.
I didn't want to go to the station, but I had to see you.
I'm glad you're here.
How'd it go with Michael?
I walked him through the booking process. Stayed with him as long as they'd let me. He held it together, but I think he was a little scared underneath.
He'll get through this.
Yeah, it's just not how I wanted it to go.
Yeah, but you told the truth because you knew it was best for Michael, and it is. I mean, a couple of days in lockup is better than a lifetime in the mob, right?
Thank you for having faith in me.
Always.
I'm sorry I left you with Carly. That couldn't have been fun.
Carly's just thinking like a mom, and I can't fault her for that. It's just hard to listen to her tell me that I'm betraying my family. I mean, she's raging at me and insulting me and not even listening. I mean, I don't know how she could be so intolerant to me, of all people. We've been like sisters. You know, we share secrets and I confide in her and we can talk about everything. And then all of a sudden, she can't trust me?
It's me she doesn't trust. You're just getting the fallout, and I'm sorry for that.
You're doing what you think is right, and I love you for that.
Thanks.
And Judge Carroll will go easy on Michael, right?
He saw Michael's remorse on the stand. I mean, he's not going to give that kid a prison sentence. Friday's a few days away, and then Michael will be free.